were a few tense years where he would recognize what the appropriate behavior was. And even if he wanted to be, silly or over the top, I think he would hesitate based on the environment that, whatever the tone was. And he sees that, he could be a little bit more himself, maybe.
Prince William is growing in confidence after a turbulent few years. Is the world finally seeing the real Prince William? Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with fellow royal watchers. The prince the world thought it knew. What if one of the most recognizable people on Earth has spent most of his life hiding in plain sight? For decades, Prince William has been photographed, analyzed, praised, criticized, and compared to nearly every royal figure imaginable. Millions feel like they know him. After all, he's been in the public eye since childhood. We've watched him grow from a shy young boy walking behind his mother's coffin into the future king of the United Kingdom. But here's the question that has many royal observers talking. Are we only now beginning to see the real Prince William? Recent appearances, speeches, and public engagements have sparked a fascinating conversation. Many royal commentators believe William is entering a new phase of his life, one marked by confidence, clarity, and a stronger sense of purpose than ever before. After years filled with personal challenges, family tensions, public scrutiny, and enormous responsibilities, something appears to have changed. His body language seems different. His public speaking seems stronger. His leadership appears more visible. And perhaps most importantly, he looks increasingly comfortable in his own skin. So what happened? Why are so many people saying Prince William has grown in confidence? And could this transformation signal the future shape of the monarchy itself? The answers might surprise you. Imagine growing up knowing that almost every moment of your life could become tomorrow's headline. For most people, childhood mistakes disappear with time. For Prince William, they often became front-page news. Born in 1982 as the eldest son of King Charles III and Princess Diana, William entered a world unlike anything most of us can imagine. From his first public appearances, cameras followed him everywhere. School days, family vacations, awkward teenage years, university life, relationships. Every stage unfolded under intense scrutiny. It's difficult to overstate how unusual that experience must have been. Think back to your own teenage years for a moment. Now imagine thousands of photographers documenting every awkward haircut, every embarrassing moment, and every emotional challenge. Not exactly relaxing, is it? Yet William somehow managed to navigate this extraordinary pressure while carrying the expectations that come with being a future king. But the challenges were only beginning, and what happened next would shape him forever. The tragedy that changed everything. There are certain moments in history that remain frozen in collective memory. The death of Princess Diana in 1997 is undoubtedly one of them. The images of a young Prince William and Prince Harry walking behind their mother's funeral procession remain among the most emotional royal photographs ever taken. At just 15 years old, William faced unimaginable grief. Yet he was forced to do so in front of the entire world. Many royal experts believe this experience profoundly influenced his personality. For years afterward, William appeared cautious around the media, reserved, measured, careful. Can anyone really blame him? When your most painful experiences become public spectacle, learning to guard your emotions seems almost inevitable. This reserved nature often led some critics to describe him as distant. Others saw him as shy, but perhaps there was more happening beneath the surface. Perhaps what looked like caution was actually resilience. And perhaps those years were quietly preparing him for a role much larger than anyone realized. But confidence doesn't emerge overnight. It often develops through struggle. And William would face plenty more of that. The weight of royal expectations. Being a future king sounds glamorous. The reality? It's a little more complicated. Every decision carries significance. Every public appearance is analyzed. Every speech is scrutinized. Every facial expression becomes a topic of discussion. It's like having millions of unofficial performance reviewers watching your every move. Throughout his 20s and 30s, William often seemed determined to strike a balance between royal duty and personal life. He served in the military. He worked as an air ambulance pilot. He focused on building a family with Catherine, Princess of Wales. Many people admired this approach. Others questioned whether he was doing enough. No matter what he chose, opinions followed. This constant balancing act created a unique challenge. How do you develop your own identity when the world already has expectations about who you should be? It's a question William appears to have wrestled with for years. Yet something interesting happened as time passed. Instead of being defined by expectations, he gradually began defining himself. Over the past several years, Prince William's role has evolved dramatically. The passing of Queen Elizabeth II marked one of the most significant transitions in modern royal history. Suddenly, William wasn't simply the Duke of Cambridge anymore. He became the Prince of Wales. The title carries enormous historical significance. It also brings increased responsibility. Many wondered how he would handle it. Would he struggle under the pressure? Would he remain in the background? Or would he step forward? The answer appears increasingly clear. He stepped forward. Observers began noticing subtle but meaningful changes. His speeches became more assured. His public interactions appeared more natural. His leadership style grew more visible. Rather than simply fulfilling royal duties, William seemed increasingly comfortable shaping conversations around issues he cares about. And people noticed. Could responsibility itself have unlocked a new level of confidence? Many experts think so, but there was another factor influencing this transformation, one that made the challenges even more personal. If you want to understand the modern Prince William, look no further than the Earthshot Prize. Inspired by President John F. Kennedy's Moonshot Challenge, the initiative aims to find solutions to environmental problems. What's remarkable isn't just the project itself. It's how passionately William discusses it. When he speaks about environmental innovation, there's visible enthusiasm, energy, purpose. This isn't simply another royal engagement. It's a mission. People often become most confident when working towards something meaningful. Think about your own life. When you're passionate about a project, don't you naturally become more engaged? The same principle appears to apply here. Earthshot has provided William with an opportunity to define his own legacy rather than simply inherit one. And that may be a crucial reason we're seeing this newfound confidence emerge. Yet confidence isn't only about projects. It's also about relationships. And one relationship has played a particularly important role. Behind many successful public figures stands someone offering support away from the spotlight. For William, that person is Catherine. Their partnership has become one of the monarchy's most recognizable strengths. Over the years, they have presented a consistent image of teamwork, stability, and mutual respect. Royal watchers frequently point out how comfortable William appears when Catherine is by his side. Their interactions often seem natural and genuine. That sense of stability can be incredibly valuable during turbulent times. Life's challenges feel a little less overwhelming when you're facing them with someone you trust. Many observers believe this strong foundation has helped William navigate the intense pressures of royal life. And as his confidence grows, their partnership appears stronger than ever. But perhaps the biggest reason for William's transformation is surprisingly simple. He's no longer trying to become who people expect him to be. He's becoming himself. Is the world finally seeing the real Prince William? This question sits at the heart of the conversation. For years, public perception of William was shaped by headlines, expectations, and comparisons. Compared to Diana, compared to Charles, compared to Harry, compared to previous heirs, compared to future kings. That's a lot of comparisons. Yet comparisons can make it difficult to see someone clearly. What if William's reserved nature wasn't weakness? What if it was patience? What if his caution wasn't uncertainty? What if it was discipline? And what if the confidence we're seeing today isn't a sudden change at all? What if it's simply the result of decades of growth finally becoming visible? That's an intriguing possibility, because confidence often develops quietly. It grows through experience. through setbacks, through responsibility, through learning. Then one day people look at you and say, "You seem different," when in reality, you've been evolving all along. Prince William's journey has been anything but straightforward. From childhood fame and personal tragedy to family challenges and growing responsibility, he has faced obstacles few people could fully understand. Yet through those experiences, something remarkable appears to have emerged. Confidence, purpose, leadership, and a stronger sense of identity. Whether you're a devoted royal follower or simply curious about the future of the monarchy, one thing seems increasingly clear. The Prince William we're seeing today may be the most authentic version of him yet. And if that's true, the future could be very interesting indeed. What do you think? Is the world finally seeing the real Prince William? Or is there still more to discover about the future king? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.